I saw this article on Twitter and it made me chuckle, but it does raise a good question. Should churches use an AI chatbot, or is it wrong for churches to use an AI chatbot? And while everything your church does is ultimately under the accountability and decision-making of your leadership, whether that's your pastor, some kind of committee, or elder board, I can give some feedback here. And this article came across that I think points out how far AI chat can go. If we haven't met before, my name is Justin Nava, and as I get into this video, I want you to know that people are looking for churches online, and they should find your church. And not only that, they should see that your church understands where they are in life right now. They should see what Jesus Christ has done in your church, and they should see what Jesus Christ can do for them when they connect with your church. Your website, your online presence needs to be more than just a faith place for answers. It needs to be a place that showcases your church body, your faith community, and how people can connect with you so that they can grow in spirit and follow the calling that God has put upon their lives. If you want to stay up to date with all this, like the video down below and click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any videos that we do in the future. Now, this came across Protestia. They do have the occasional article that I like to reference here. And this one came across my Twitter. Megachurch pastor creates AI version of himself so congregants can have a personalized one-on-one interaction. Now, I will tell you this. If the church's pastor is so busy that he cannot talk to you face-to-face, I don't know if that's the church for you. If you are so busy that you feel the need to create an AI chatbot of yourself, I think that's a problem. Okay, so I'm not going to go through the article. I'll link it down below if you want to see more about it. But this did raise a very important question. Should a church use a chatbot? And when I say chatbot, I'm saying a web chat or some kind of chatbot on the website that asks questions and someone can actually have a dialogue with in lieu of someone at your church. Okay, so I think not. Okay, let me just get into it. I don't think churches need to use chatbots or AI chatbots on their website or on their social media to replace a conversation that could be had. As people of Jesus, as followers of Christ, we know that discipleship happens best in relationships. And if you replace the start of a relationship with an AI chatbot, then I think you are potentially opening up some obstacles or some barriers to getting that person connected, because the last thing you want to do is continue to meet with that person and they say, oh yeah, I talked with Samantha online, and you're like, oh, that's not a real person. And oh yeah, she was really nice. She answered my questions and she was very helpful, very responsive, typed very fast. I don't know how they typed that fast. As soon as I asked a question, she answered it. Some people would probably recognize that. There's also chatbots that you can input a delay, so it looks like they're actually typing, or it seems like they're actually typing. I don't like those. I don't like deceiving people into thinking they're talking to someone when they're not. Okay, if you're going to use an AI chatbot, at least say, hey, my name is Jarvis, an AI chatbot. I'm going to help you today by answering your questions. But don't pretend like it's an actual person. If you're going to give it a person's name, say, hey, I'm the AI chatbot for this church. I'm going to help you find the information you need. And if at any time you want to speak with a real person, type real or type prayer, and I'll connect you with a real person right away. And in fact, what we do is we actually utilize a chatbot that continues the conversation over text. If someone comes to a website, they can click the text box, they can ask their question and leave their phone number, and pastor can then follow up with that person over text. And what that does is, number one, it doesn't immediately make pastor have to drop everything and start responding to this person on live chat. That texting can continue day after day because the person's going to ask a question, pastor or elder or whoever can answer that question and then ask a follow-up question, and a conversation can take place there. There are a lot of marketers that do not like this because it's a barrier. Someone has to put in their phone number. However, I believe that when it comes to nurturing people to visit the church or to answer questions of a biblical proportion, you need to have that personal touch. Knowing that discipleship happens best in the context of relationships, chat on a website or chat on social media needs to happen person to person. If you are going to have chat, do it in a way that you can continue and nurture the conversation, nurture the person to take a next step with you, or don't lie to them and say, hey, my name is Samantha and I'm going to help you. That's deceitful. Have just quick links or have some kind of logic tree that can get people answers. Should a church use an AI chatbot? I don't think so. I think web chat is great if used intentionally and strategically and on mission. I don't want to have a chatbot just to say we have a chatbot. It needs to support the mission of the church, whatever your mission is. It should glorify God. It should not be deceitful. And it should somehow be personal if you are going to have live chat. If not, be referential. Like this video if you thought it helped you. If you have any questions about chatbot, does your church use a web chat? Put a comment down below. Let me know. If you have any questions or any content that you want me to tackle in the future, let me know. God bless you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.